Hey, my truth seekers, how are you guys doing? I see my girl is in the house, Butterfly. She say, hit the like button, share, and please be respectful. Hey, Butterfly, how are you doing? You see, girl, I am way in the back because I am so tired. Yes, so tired. So, guys, welcome to Real Talk with your girl, Lady D, unapologetic and nine buys. As you can see right here, we got a lot to talk about because this right here, this is a lot. This is what I call too much. So, before I continue with my commentary, guys, make sure you go ahead and hit like, comment, and share these videos for more unapologetic content. And also, I want to go ahead and put my Cash App, Real Talk 985. If you feel like you want to go ahead and support this channel, go ahead and hit that Cash App. Or make sure you go ahead and hit like, comment, and share these videos. Trust me, it won't cost a thing. And also, before I get into my commentary, I got to go ahead and read my disclaimer. So let me go ahead and get that out of the way, and then I will be able to go on with my show. Oh my God, guys, I had a very long day. So, right here, if I can see, let me see if I can make it a little bigger because I can't see this at all. So, right here it says copyright disclaimer is under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism. And trust me, don't get mad with the messenger, okay? Comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. So I guess I got through that. I don't know. I don't know. Let me go ahead and get way back in the back. But I see my girl is in the house, Butterfly. Guys, make sure you go ahead and check out her channel, Butterfly. I promise you, you won't be disappointed. And also, make sure you go ahead and check out Misbehaving. Go ahead and check out her channel because I saw where she is going through, but trust me, my sister, she can handle everything that comes her way. Misbehaving, yes, she can handle everything. But to say how these trolls, man, I mean, these people, what I call melon nuts, I'm gonna go ahead and call them melon nuts. They just, I mean, it's just ridiculous. I never saw this right here in my life, the way that these content creators are going so hard, for people, most likely that they don't even know. And it's just so sad. And if you do know that person, it's just so sad. It shows a lot about you. So make sure you go ahead and give Misbehaving is fun. Make sure you go ahead and go to her channel and subscribe to her channel, because the content that I heard, I watched the video. Someone had went live and wanted to talk about her child, make it make sense. One of her children, have, he has a disability. But like I said there and say, why would someone want to go ahead and mark her child? I can't even say what they even said about that child. That's just to show you that these people are what I call them computer thugs. And the thing about it is, if you want to go ahead and hide behind your computer, make sure you have a good heart. Ain't no way in the world that I can hide behind my computer and spew all that hate. That's just to show you who you are. You are some very dark souls. And we could tell, about the way that these people are acting. It just don't make no sense at all. And I see Butterfly, she went ahead and she put Misbehaving, she went ahead and put a link. So guys, make sure you go ahead and click on that link right there. But it's a lot. And I truly believe, this right here is going to come to an end, because they have gotten too far, gotten out of hand. And we already know when it comes to mental illness, that is real. It's nothing to make a joke about, especially when it comes, into the Black community, because most of, our people, we don't even want to go to a psychiatrist, go to a therapist to get help. We rather go ahead and deal with the issues ourselves and end up in trouble. Most likely, that's how most of our Black men, they misdiagnose. Instead of, they getting them into a facility, they sending them straight to jail, or throwing a book at them or unaliving them. So when it comes to mental illness, it's nothing to be played with. So I want to go ahead and talk a little bit about that, and then I'm gonna go ahead and drop my link. But I want to go ahead and get this right here out the way. Also, I saw where Destiny Payton, she got her own podcast. Yes, I wish I had my little podcast music. For some reason, I don't know how to connect it. But yes, Destiny Payton, she got her own podcast, and I'm pretty sure that is going to do good. Long as these haters is not there. But like I said, I'm pretty sure that Colas King is going to have a meeting before everything, start coming on, and making sure that Melody, he have to go ahead and dismantle that, because these people have gotten out of hand. I see where Butterfly say, "Hey, Bush babies, please hit the share, and thank you for your support." Thank you very much, Butterfly. Thank you very, very much. Yes, indeed. So, guys, let me go ahead and get into my commentary, because I had a very, very long day. As you can see right here, we're going to talk more about Martell Holtz on Love and Marriage in Huntsville, how these overzealous content creators and fans, how they ran with that lie, which, like I said there and say, always go by the spirit. I had a feeling that the reason why they went ahead and put that out, because they didn't hear from him. And that these people want content. So I guess they felt that if they could go and put out this lie, then it was going to go ahead and flush him out, which, it did. But the thing about it, when you talk about mental health, that is nothing to go ahead and play with. I see, let's talk about it. She said, hello, chat. Hey, guys, welcome, welcome. Guys, I got 19 people on. Make sure you go ahead and hit that like button, comment, and share these videos for more unapologetic content. And like I said, in here is real talk. We're not here to sugarcoat or, to tickle anyone's ears. We here to stand on our truth. My truth may not be your truth. But like I said there and say, in here is grown folks. We're not here to sit there and pacify anyone, especially when we are talking to adults. I see my girl is in the house. I don't know. I made you manager, country girl. And for some reason, I don't see that store. I just see a ranch, because I made her. I mean, she's one of my good mods, besides Starbucks. I mean, I had put her as a manager mod. For some reason, I don't see that star, so I'm gonna keep checking to see if I can go ahead and put that on. So, guys, yes, yes, yes. So we're gonna go ahead and talk about Martell Holt, how these overzealous, I don't even know what to call them. I mean, these people have a very, very dark soul, because if you going to put out some false information, if I was Martell, I would do just like Maurice. And I hope Maurice don't let up off them, because these people, I mean, it's, to me, it's dangerous. I don't know about you guys, but this is dangerous, because these people, they go around and they start these people businesses. They go on these people business pages and give them bad reports. And I mean, they have done a little too much, And when it comes to this reality show, this is the only show where I saw these people taking it to an all-time low. Make it make sense, guys. It does not make sense at all. I see my girl Butterfly. She says donations are welcome but not required. Absolutely, absolutely. So make sure you go ahead and hit that like button, guys. Comment and share these videos, because, like I said, it's no time for us to sit there and try to put out all these false narratives. Like I say, yes, I want clicks and likes. Yes, I want to get paid on my channel, but I also I have to sleep at night. And I don't understand how these people can put out this false narrative, and then it's like they don't it don't phase them at all. So the only thing that I can come up with is that these people, like I said, these people are either getting paid under the table, they have to be getting paid under the table, or it's because they're China is growing, more, dirt that they sling on Martell Holt, because Melody used it. And, that's my opinion. I think Melody used it. Melody used Martell until she couldn't use him no more. She had him out there as a villain, and she banked off of her pain, off of being a trauma bond. But then the fans some of them start waking up and say, no longer. Melody, you've been going through for 7 years. It's time for you to shake off these grave clothes. You keep saying God said go, but you still stay stuck. It's time for you to move on. It's time for you to move on. So people sitting there saying, they cannot watch another season of Melody still trauma bonding, because that's how she built this show. She built this show off of her pain. She made it all about her. I've been watching some old clips, especially ones that Martell went ahead and he talked to Dr. Heavenly, and he told Dr. Heavenly, the same stuff that Ariane was accused of doing. Melody was doing it herself. And Heavenly, Dr. Heavenly, being that, she's a doctor, I thought that she was going to read through lines, but he was sitting there saying, they went around and said that Ariane went ahead and unlived too. She unlived too herself, and that's according to what Martell said. And Martell and Dr. Heavenly was sitting there saying, "What you mean?" And Dr. Heavenly thought that Martell was talking about, her last baby, and I guess that's how everything started getting so confusing, because Melody wanted to make it seems that Miss Wanda was talking about her last baby, but no, Martell was talking about the two babies that was sent to the slaughterhouse. Okay, just say it like it is, because you don't know. You making those type of decisions, and that child could have been a doctor, a lawyer, or even the next president of the United States. Okay, I just don't see how these people can come on a reality show knowing that their life was toxic. And also Martell was saying that before Melody, she had went ahead and she pitched the show, she already was cheating. He sat there and said that, he took her phone and took all the messengers and found out that, she was messenger his attorney, and he was so quick to give a divorce. It was just so toxic. Like I said there and say, it's just a lot of layers to it. But the thing about it is that we only see one side, and we run it with that one side because we are some trauma bonded people. And most of these people, like I said there and say, they've been through a bad relationship, or they don't want a man. And we already know when it comes to this Me Too movement, and the black man is hunted down like the sheep for the slaughter. So what they did? They tried to make Martell Holtz the poster child of a cheater. But like I said, you never win when you play dirty. Okay. I see Lola's princess says, how do you know that the rumors are false? Like I said, we both looking from the inside out. Hold on one. Okay, guys, sorry about that. Sorry about that. Let me see what Lola. And I'm gonna stop reading some of these comments, especially like I said there and say, if you unless I know you and you've been supporting this channel, but if you want me to read your comments, this is most likely going to be the last comment that I read, unless it's people that I know that is supporting this channel. But she said, "How do you know that the rumors are false? How do you know?" We both are looking from the outside in, just like the others believe. She said that what is a rumor is true, and how you contradict yourself. You said Melody was doing the same thing as Ariane. No, I'm only going by of what Martell said. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. See, that's the thing about it when it comes to these fans of Melody. They have a, what you say, and they take bits and pieces and they run with it. I did not say I said it. I said Martell said it. Now I have the clips. I have the clips where Martell talked to Dr. Heavenly and said that Melody was doing the same thing that Ariane was doing. Now that came from Martell when he had that interview with Dr. Heavenly. Okay. So guys, stop running with some things. Like I said, I don't take this stuff personally. I do not know these people from a can of paint. I don't have a dog in this fight. You air it out, you are free game. I only can go by of what they put out, okay? And yeah, that part right there, Miss Wanda, yeah, you absolutely right, Butterfly. Miss Wanda had repeated what we all heard Martell said, but Martell, Dr. Heavenly, she didn't really caught on what he was talking about, because Martell's the type of person, he talks between the lines. And I don't think that he really wanted to come out and said that the both of them had, unalive, children, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But that's when Martell Holt had said, no, 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 I'm not talking about my children I have now. He sat there and he say, I'm talking about the ones that, they went and sent to the slaughterhouse. Okay. And yes, I'm going to say it just like that, because like I said, you don't make that decision because you don't know what that child could have been. That child could have been a doctor, a lawyer, or maybe the next president of the United States. Okay. So don't get mad with me. Okay. Like I said, I am only the messenger. And also, Butterfly says, Bush Baby's okay. She's talking about hit like Linda Young say Melody admitted to performing fellatio. Yeah, yeah. I think Melody had talked about, and then the thing about it, Carlos King had to pull it out like a bad tooth. It's like you don't know what you did to another man, like as if that's the norm. So Carlos King, Martell was sitting there saying, "Yeah, you cheated too," and she was just trying to sit there and paint that little beautiful picture of her, trying to put herself on this pedestal. And that's when Carlos King had to go ahead and pull it out. Okay. So, like I said, guys, don't get mad with the messengers. Just say, ouch. Like I say, this channel might not be for you, honey. I don't care if I got two or three. Like I said, I'm going to stand on my truth because you aired out. You are a free game. These people chose to put their toxic relation on display for the entire world to go ahead and pick it apart. Also, Linda Young says on another man, not her husband. Absolutely. Absolutely, Linda. Absolutely. K Pope say Melody only had one AB, not two. Well, according to Martell, according to what Martell sat there and said it could have been two, but he sat there and say the one that she did get rid of, she didn't give him the decision. He didn't, to make that decision where they both could have did it together, which he wouldn't have, because Martell said he don't mind having 10 or 20 children. He loved kids. He loved kids. So all I just know is that Martell sat there and say the same things that Melody was accusing Ariane Curry of. She was doing the same thing. So quite obvious, all the stuff that we heard, and I'm gonna say alleging all this set right here for me is for entertainment purpose only, okay? But most of all that stuff, the way that Martell, was saying, especially when it comes to Dr. Heavenly, it's like Melody went ahead and put it out. All the stuff about Ariane, Melody wanted to put it out. That's why I sat there and say Melody, she put a lot of stuff out, and once someone else started talking about it, then she wants to go ahead and holler foul. I don't know when the new season is coming on. Butterfly, she does a lot of and logical, they watch a lot of other content creators, so most likely when they come up, they might, be able to, tell you guys. I believe sometimes in May. So Butterfly says sometimes in May. Also, Butterfly says, and the audio came out with her admitting to doing it. Yes, I got the video. I got the clips. It's just that I had so much stuff to do today. I mean, so much stuff to do today. I was so tired and drained, but I sit there and say I had promised you guys that I was going to come on and give a show. So I'm here, but I mean, guys, it was so hard. I was dragging, back hurting. I was tired all day. I had a lot to do. My girl Logical Speak says, "Good evening, Lady D." Hi, Logical. How are you doing? So I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link in about 10 more minutes, and then we can go ahead and we can chop it down, because this right here, like I said, this is what I call an all-time low. And if you are making content, be a good content creator. You don't have to sit there and do clickbaits or go out there and lie, just to sit there and get people to come on your channel for clicks and likes, or, just to get monetized. I just couldn't do that. And the thing about it, most of these content creators, just like I said earlier, and that's why I hope my friend misbehaving, don't even entertain that, because most of these content creators, they hide behind the computer and they spew all that hate. They're not going to show themselves, because if you see them, trust me, they're going to be ugly on the outside as well on the inside. So they're not going to spew all that, because these people have some very, very dark, dark souls. Okay. Because nowhere in the world that people would talk about other people's children. Like to say, okay, great, and you. And also, she says we have 30 in the chat and only 15. Please hit the share and please be respectful. But you also have to see that these people are not used to this type of talking, because they so used to jumping on the bandwagon. But in here, we are critical thinkers. We are not going to go wherever the wind is blowing, because we are not just here to tear down. Now, like I say, we could be a little messy. Okay, we'll tear down, but we also at the end, we're going to build back up. That's what counts. We're going to build back up. And like I said there and say, this is a reality show, and you should thank God that it's them and not us. Okay. But to go out there and put out that false accusations, and I'm going to talk to the girls that's come on. We're going to chop it down, because no way in the world, if I was Martell, I will let that slide, where these people had said that this man was in a psychic ward. They said that when Martell went to court, he was acting like he was a narcissist and arrogant, where the judge sat there and say, send him to a psychic ward. And someone send me the clips, and we finding out, we know exactly where all that stuff came from. And like I said there and said, most of these people that put out all that hate, they are bottle feeders. I sat there and someone sent me a clip, because I don't look for those people, because like I said, I'm not going to let all that gunk get in my spirit. Okay. But when I sat there and I hear it, I'm going to tell what thus says the Lord. And when one of these content creators that drags Ariane to the field, and we already know Martell got Ariane living really good. Okay, nice house, nice car, and going to the gym, looking good, looking flawless as ever. Okay, but yet these bottle feeders are living with their parents, are living with their mama. You hear me? I mean, these people, they are thirsty, dusty trolls living with their mom. No way in the world that I would turn on my computer and spew all that hate and living with my mama. Make it make sense. And grown women. Lord Jesus Christ. When I was their age, I had it going on. I had my own business and everything. Shoot, I was doing business when I was 12 years old. I was pressing people hair. Everybody that was coming, getting ready to go to church on Sundays, I was pressing their hair and rolling their hair on Sundays. Before you know it, God blessed me with a building and just everything just bloomed. These people, like I said, they say they don't want nothing. They ain't got nothing. They ain't got a pot to pee in and a window to throw out of it. And that's real talk. Okay. So, guys, I'm going to go ahead and I'm not going to go to talk about anything else. I'm gonna wait. Let me go ahead and drop the link. I want to go ahead and drop the link to see if anybody want to come on. Well, not anybody. If you want to come in and you better make sure I know you or you camera. Okay. Now, all the ones that came on my panel, you guys are welcome. Jocelyn, I really love your spirit. If you want to come on, you are welcome. Davita, you are welcome. And all the rest of my crew, you guys are welcome to come on. Just make sure that your mic is clear because we want to make sure that we give a good show. And get whatever you want to say and make sure that everybody else has the chance to talk too. So we're not going to overtalk anyone. Okay. Because like I say, we all are passionate about what we are saying, but we also have to take in consideration that other people there are as passionate as well. So I went ahead and dropped the link. So guys, if you want to come on so we can go ahead and talk about all this stuff that's going on. And also I want to go ahead and say, Destiny Payton, she have her own podcast and I'm pretty sure that it's going to do good. I think she's just going to bloom up because she have the inside information and everybody, now they are drawn to Love and Marriage in Huntsville. So I think Destiny podcast, I think her podcast is going to be just like Candy Boris, where they're going to have that inside information and most of the stuff that, they give out is going to be accurate. So guys, I went ahead and dropped the link in case you guys want to come on. You guys have something to say when it comes to Martell Holt, because I truly believe that these people, they just not letting up. But we already know who are the celebrities. We already know who are the ones that people, they tuning in. They say, I don't want to see no Martell. Just like they saying, I don't want to see Ariane. You guys, I promise you, if Ariane come on that show, you guys gonna be smack dab in the middle. You guys gonna beat us before anybody else because, like I said, your enemies are your biggest advertisers. You need them in your corner. They gonna be there, whether they love you or not. Your enemies gonna be there. Hey, my girl, how you doing, Joss? Jocelyn Patrick,
Hey,
how are you doing, Joss?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Good. Glad to have you back. You heard when I shout your name out, right?
Yeah,
Yes. So what you think about all this stuff right here going on when it comes to Martell Holtz, how these trolls just dragging him for the filth, even though, you and I we talked about it yesterday.
I'm glad that he came out and addressed it. And I think it's foolish that they made such a big rumor about it.
Hmm. Absolutely. It was horrible, and I'm glad that Destiny, she had his back where, because Martell, especially, some of these men, they ain't on no social media just checking
Yeah,
out all that drama.
Martell is not a social media person, so
Yes. So he didn't see it. So Destiny, she went ahead and called him. I see Logical say there's only a few channels that support Martell and the rest of the cast. These channels are important, very important because, like I say, when we come on here, we won't stand on our truth. We don't know these people. So if I don't know somebody, you think I'm going to lie for that person? Would you lie for a person that you don't know, Jocelyn?
nope.
So you going to tell the truth, right?
Totally true.
Because when I look at it, I look at it as entertainment, as a reality show. I don't look at it, to sit there and say how I'm going to put my foot on these people's neck. I sleep at night, I watch the show and then after that, I go to sleep, What about you?
Me too. I don't know these people. We don't know. We only seen what we see on social media and on TV.
Thank you. That's how I see. But do you think that Martell should go a little farther with that? Because I think that was defamation.
It's like, what can he do at this point?
I think he can do the same thing that Maurice is doing, because you're not gonna try to assassinate my character and just say that some of the stuff was true, which we already know that, if anybody would have put that type of information, then he can get them for, HIPAA, because you don't give, patients information out. But to assassinate his character, and like he said, that messes up his finances. He got to put food, on the table, and, helping his kids with all these different events. And by you out there putting all that misinformation, I think that what I would do, I would start, doing like Cardi B, get some cease and desist letters and, emailing them and sending them to court. That's what I think I would do. So what you think
Yeah,
about it?
that's what he need. And the rest of the cast, even Carlos, need to do that.
Absolutely. Oh, definitely. Most definitely Carlos King. Carlos King is the root of it, because like I said there and say this right here, you don't want this to damage your brand. And the thing about it is that they want to sit there and try to cancel Carlos King. You can't cancel Carlos King, because Carlos King been, a part of a reality show since the beginning, So I don't know what the heck that these people are talking about. I mean, it's just insane.
My
You know,
thing is either remove her from the show or end the show.
absolutely. And at first, I had made several videos that Carlos King should just, at least for 2 years, go ahead and put the show on hold. But like I sit there and say, one monkey don't stop no show, and other people, they doing right with it. So why should the rest of them have to suffer because of someone else? She does not want to work with them. So let her go. So, if all the rest of the group decide, we want to continue, we believe that we can put Love and Marriage in Huntsville back on track, then let them do their thing and let Melody go. Because Melody already sat there and say, she really don't like, and it's not a word verbatim, she don't like the film with anybody that sit there and say they drain them, and she can't her peace, and all this other stuff. So let her focus on what she got going on. Let her go, her and her fans. And I'm pretty sure that, people still will watch that show. She, like I said, the only time we watched the show is because when her and Martell was going back and forth. But now, that's like beating an old dirty dish rag. I see Logical said Martell and the rest of the cast have to ignore her and freeze her out. Yep, show her and her fans she's not the only star of the show. Absolutely, absolutely. So, if Carlos King cannot sit there and get rid of her, then the cast just gonna have to go ahead and ice her out. I agree. What you think about that, Jocelyn?
Or she gonna be the quad of the show. Like Quad
Huh.
was for Merit Madison. They're gonna X her out.
Yep, absolutely, absolutely. But I don't really think that. To me, when it and like I said, guys, this is not no hating, okay? But I don't think that Melody really was entertaining to me. It's just the thing that, we just got tired being in front of that show, in front of our TV with tissue paper. It always was about her trauma bonding. She I don't think that she was entertaining to me. So I don't know. So just talk. You can talk. Feel free to whatever you want to say, Jocelyn.
I just want all this just to stop.
Mm-hmm. That's it. And it's not about, being jealous. Oh, you just jealous of Mel, or they jealous of Mel. Like I said, they say it's enough on the table for everybody. It's no sense to be jealous of nobody. Let them all work. Let them all do, whatever they need to do. But they're gonna be for a wide awaken. I know exactly how they gonna run Melody off of that show. Want me to tell you how they gonna do it? Because like I say, when I see something, girl, you can take it to the bank. Okay. Want me to tell you how they gonna run her off that show? Let me show you right here. You see that right there?
Yeah, bring Arion on the show.
That's going to be her 2-bit change right there. Because what Melody sat there and say, when they go low, she take it to where? She
The
take it to
hell,
hell. So knock knock, who's behind that door?
Arion.
Thank you. Thank you. So, like I said, I think that, which I truly believe, that Ariane is going to be on this show because even Tasha K came out and said that the cameras was with Martell when he had to go to court. You remember when Melody went ahead and did that foul move? Ariane was right there. So, and the cameras was right there. So I think that that's the way that they're going to go ahead and open up that show, especially with Martell, that he's going to court and Ariane is right there by his side. And also I think they doing some type of building or something like that, because I saw where she was sweeping the house. And also I notices now that she's getting her site back up. And I think that's how she's going to go ahead and sell a brand. She's going to be on that show because, just like Martell said, what Martell said, either you're going to tell my reality or just go ahead and fire me. And I don't think that they're going to go ahead and fire Martell because, like I said, they are the stars of the show. And when it comes to Ariane Curry, she's the main character. Okay. Feel
Yeah,
free.
Martell be with Arion every single day. So it's like, show my real life. His real life is Arion.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, like I said, and then they already know, maybe, all this right here, these rumors, like I say, whatever the devil meant for bad, God can turn it around for good. And these people was trying to smoke Martell out when they said that, he was at a psychic ward. And soon in a minute, when they said that, then he came online. So everybody ran to his IG page. So if you don't like a person, why would you sit there and you put all your energy towards that person? Why would you talk about that person? Would you talk about someone that you don't like, Jocelyn?
No,
So if I continue talking about you, what that means? It means that I'm jealous of you, right? It's something that you got
yeah,
I want, because I'm not going to talk about someone that I don't like. I'm gonna just move on. I'm not gonna lose no sleep behind that person, right? So, like I say, there's a lot of jealousy. I see Butterfly says no, she was not, and she is not likable. The majority of bloggers don't feature her at all. Every time they post her, she gets dragged. I don't know who she's talking about. I think she's probably talking about Mel. I don't know. Who are you talking about, Butterfly? Linda says that's why not bring Ariane, because I heard they are bringing Destiny X, who thank you, who married the producer of the show. So why spare Melody's feelings? Why not spare Destiny's? Absolutely. If you're going to bring Destiny X on and the producer, who most likely, uh, Destiny has shared some, secrets, or just, they was together, and now she's with Destiny man, but yet you bringing them on. So in that case, bring on Ariane Curry. What you think about that, Jocelyn? Just feel free to
yeah.
talk.
They
Okay.
bringing her on. Bring Arion on the show.
Thank you. And then that's a part of his life, right?
Yeah, his real life.
So why would they have Martell coming in with a fake storyline for people to set, which I already saw straight through it. If you watches all my videos, I was the first one to call it when I saw Martell and Sheree Whitfield, I knew that was just for a storyline because those two turned two different corners. So I knew that was a different, that was just a fake storyline. But I'm glad that Real Housewives of Atlanta, I'm glad that Bravo had gave Martell the opportunity to go on a bigger platform, and they was jealous about that. They was jealous when doors was opening for Martell. You remember when he was on Real Housewives of Atlanta?
Yeah, and she couldn't stand it either.
No, she was jealous because it was her dream. She the one ran miles and miles to take a photo picture with Sheree. She was a fan of Sheree. And then she said that say, oh, she was one of the guest speakers. Yeah, you might well was one of the guest speakers, but you also sat there and you took a photo picture with Sheree. You was a fan. You was a fan and you got an autograph and everything else, that was her dream. But like I said there and say, it could be your dream, but gotta have somebody else to walk in the door, especially when you allow your gifts to be evil spoken of. And that's real talk, okay? So feel free, however you want to, whatever you want to say about it, Jocelyn.
Right. Stevie J brought Jocelyn on the show,
Mm-hmm.
and he was still with Mimi. So
Thank you. Thank you. And Carlos King is messy. Carlos King, and it's all about ratings. It's all about ratings. Carlos King going to get Ariane, and I don't give a care what you guys say. Ariane is entertaining. She's more entertaining than old boring Melody because we tired, with those tissue papers crying and trauma binding and these old nasty millimeters. We sick of that. Now enough is enough, and going around talking about people, children. Make it make sense. Hey, my girl Butterfly, how are you doing?
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you with that delay, that
You know,
second
with my
delay.
bootleg phone, I be having a delay. Can
I
you hear
told
me?
you you better get a mic. You better get you a mic, girl. You know you're a content creator. So, guys, make sure you go ahead and check out
Yes, please.
Butterfly.
Yes. Um, I think it's like you said earlier, Lady D. They would they was looking for him, so they wanted to flush him out. So I really
Hmm.
think now that I started to think about things and how everything played out, but like I said, they triggered me, so I don't appreciate that. I don't
Absolutely,
appreciate that.
absolutely.
And let me just tell you this too, Lady D. Right? That's the most. That's the most viewed video on my channel. The prayers I sent up for him. That's
Hmm.
almost at 1,400 views.
Oh
Mind
wow,
you,
you
I
got
just started my
1,400
channel
views.
2 weeks. Yeah,
Wow,
2 weeks ago
wow, that's
on
great.
that
That's
one
great.
video. That's why I said they must have shared my video somewhere. Yeah, yeah, they must have shared it somewhere.
Oh
And
wow,
the
that's
trolls
great.
thought they was coming, but like I said, what y'all doing other content creators, chat, y'all not about to run up in minds and do. I, y'all, right? Y'all will be getting up out of my chat with the boo lang lang. Yep.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So
Logical said the
they
rating,
must
the
have shared
ratings
it
would
somewhere because the
yeah.
views are just going up.
Oh, that's great, girl. That's great. I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna look at it. Oh, your mic is lower your mic down a little bit here.
No, it's okay.
What is that sound? It's like a. Do you hear that sound, Jocelyn?
Okay.
yeah, I
Hold up.
hear it too.
Yeah.
Okay. I lowered
What
it.
is
Is
that
it
sound?
better?
Say something. I
I
hear
don't know. Hold on.
it's
All right, I'm
yeah.
going on mute.
I see Logical Speech says the ratings would boom up when Ariane come on the show or whoever he's dating. However, since Melody has made a fortune off of this girl's name, bring her on. Absolutely, as I see it. Even Martell even said it. They sat there and they done used this girl name, made her the main character, centered everything around her. So go ahead and let her in. I see Davina says peace and blessings. How are you doing, Davina? How are you doing, Davina? I want to let me drop the link again in case you guys want to come on because I just did my 30 minutes, so y'all can go ahead and do the talking. Okay. Make sure the mics are together, guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna get back in the chat and moderate.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
Dollar
it's
face
just
said,
me, my because I got a bootleg situation set up. You know what
all
I'm
right.
saying? But
Dollar face says, let me
yeah,
go ahead and drop butterfly. So so when she get her mic together, she gonna be out in the chat. So Dollar face says, how do I donate to this channel? Okay, all right. Thank you very much, Dollar Faye. And I pray that everything that you give, that it falls on good grounds, that it will prosper sevenfold. At Real Talk 985, Real Talk 985. So if you want to go ahead and send a cash app, guys, is Real Talk 985. Thank you very much, Dollar Fate. She said, I think what she said, I think Martell and Ariane look good together. So yes, she should be brought on the show. The little lady, the little lady respects him for sure, and he loves her for it. Absolutely. And the thing about it, like I said there and say, we looking from the outside in. We don't know how everything went ahead and transpired. We don't know. Like I said, what's trash to you can be treasure to somebody else. What you won't do, somebody else was going to do. Martell said, and I was watching those videos, especially the interview that he did with Dr. Helmley. He said, Melody, she didn't even want to have sex with him anymore. And Melody already came out and she gurgitate that he never made her have a big O. So if someone does not pleases me, would you stay in that relationship? Why would he just stay in and be miserable? Make it make sense. Come on, Joshua, you still there?
Yeah, yeah,
If somebody
like
don't please you, would you just, what you supposed to do? Just twiddle your thumbs?
I mean, she told him go get a girlfriend.
Absolutely. 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 Yeah. So, guys, if you're just coming in, make sure you go ahead and hit like, comment, and share these videos for more unapologetic content. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes, indeed. Dollar Faye. Like I said there and say, guys, in here is real talk, and people, they looking for people that's going to stand on their truth, because like I said, we don't have a dog in this fight. We don't have a dog in this fight. And if you want to private me your cash app, Jocelyn, I can go ahead and split it with you. Okay,
Okay.
you can go ahead and private me your cash app here, because like I said there and say, we support each other. Iron sharpen iron, right?
Oh, I don't have Cash App.
Oh, you don't have cash app?
Mm-mm.
Okay, girl, you better get your cash app set up. You better get that cash out. But thank you again. Thank you, Dollar Faith. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I pray that everything that you touch, let it prosper. And this right here, let you receive it back sevenfold. Sevenfold. Yes, indeed. So let me go ahead and continue reading some more. Logical say, doll, I agree, but let's be real. Martell will make any woman look good next to. Ooh, girl, tell me about it. Tell me about it. Yes, indeed. And she know, Melanie knows she left a good man. This was a good man. She went by of these trauma binding fans. She wanted to please them, where she got rid of her husband. This man treated her like a queen, brought her flowers. She said she never saw any signs, gave her a good life, made her the face of his business. This woman wasn't living that life, because the mama was living with Martell too. So if you got your mom living in your house and your husband taking care of every last one of them, that's, to me, that sounds like a good man to me. What about you, Jocelyn?
Yeah, even Ariane said that he was good to her.
Thank you. Look how Martell had Ariane living. Ariane, when he was with Melody, didn't they say that Martell had purchased Ariane a BMW? They had two cars alike.
Yeah.
So what man gonna do that? And look at these bottle feeders. You need to look at these content creators, how they live, and they ain't got a pot to pee in and a window to throw out of. And that's why I sat there and say, this man, he knew how to take care of home. If nothing is liking out my home, I ain't gonna say nothing. You see what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say
Mhm.
nothing. She ain't saw no signs. This girl was traveling all over the world. Her children was happy, living in a nice home. The both of them was power cuppers. Do you think that I'm gonna sit there and leave my husband? Like I said there and say, if that crap sitting in the front yard, you better pass him up. But the only reason why she gave that man up is because she wanted to save face with those content creators, and that's real talk. You hear me?
She didn't want to look. I think that she still want him back.
Mm-hmm. Logical say my mic is jacked as well. I would say in the chat, girls, y'all better get that mic together. Butterfly says again, welcome everyone. Come in, please hit share. Please be respectful. Absolutely. Uh, what is how you pronounce the name? Can's big sister. How would you can big sis? She say good evening everybody. How would you pronounce it, Jocelyn? Can's. Am I pronouncing your name right? Because I can butcher up some names.
Can
Butterfly
big
also said,
sister.
yes,
Can
yes.
big sis. Yeah.
Can be sis. She said we have 40 in the chat. Only 27 likes. Uh, she also say donations are welcome but not required. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. I just glad that you guys being a part of this because not many people, and it's just so sad how a lie will run faster than the truth. I mean, if someone take half bit of the story, they gonna run it and everybody going to believe it. But that's all right because the truth gonna but surely, but slowly find its way back home. But it's just so sad how we like to bit off, we like to bite off a lie. I don't know. It's just the type of world that we live in. And we run with it. Martell's a good man. He made some stupid mistakes, but like I say, a lot of us made mistakes. But if nothing was liking out my home and he was treating me like the queen that I am, then, hey, like I said there and say, all I could tell you, don't do it no more. But if you sitting there, you doing what you're supposed to do, then a man shouldn't even be out there looking at nobody. If you was taking care of home, that's how, I'm old fashioned. That's what I believe. I believe that, if, you out there and you sitting there worrying about doing something else, then quite obvious the man gonna sit there and no food, bathing the kids, you dreaming, chasing after fame. Quite obvious the man is not gonna be there. He gonna find someone that's gonna give him what he want, and that's real talk. So, what's up, butterfly?
Okay,
With you and your
now work
mic.
with me, y'all. Now work right.
You
That's what I was gonna say.
butterfly. I mean her and I might.
She don't want
Logical
nobody
said,
else to want
go
that
ahead.
man. I promise you that. I keep telling y'all that.
Mm-hmm.
She can't go back to him because of the slow meters, but she definitely don't want nobody else to have that man. So y'all,
Mm-hmm.
like I said, my video was shared and it must have hit some very important people for it to be
Guys, Miles, one of you guys, make sure you see if you can drop Butterfly her link into
now.
the chat box. I see my
But
girl misbehaving is
that one
in.
particular one is almost at 400, almost at 1400.
Yeah. One of your mics, make sure you go ahead and girl, your mic
She
is
can't go back to
terrible.
him, but she
You
don't
heard
want
me?
nobody else. I
Your
know,
your
but
mic
listen,
your
yes, one
mic
more
is killing
thing,
my
one more thing.
ears.
I know. Okay, one more thing. I'm gonna jump back down in the chat. Pay attention what Dr. Heavenly said when she was doing that review with Carlos King when she said, "I heard this thing is thing, and I think they're gonna get back together." Because Dr. Heavenly know she still want that man. Period.
But he don't want her. But he don't
Trust.
want her. He don't want her. He don't want her because, like I said, if he wanted her, he would have stayed with her. Now, he loved it, his kids, but I don't think that they would ever, get back together. My spirit, I just don't see that in my spirit. I only think that Martell was there because of the kids, because he even told that therapist. You remember that therapist that they had on that show when he said, he was with his melody, he wanted to do right. He even went to church, but he still had that craving for an orange or an apple, whatever you call it. Like I said there and say, Melody, what's the purpose of he's with Melody? Because Melody, her mind was on chasing after fame, almighty dollars. And I just don't like how they was treating my girl, misbehaving. Did you see that video? How they was talking about misbehaving's child? Huh,
Yeah, it's
Joss?
it's it's disgusting.
That's horrible. Have these women ever showed themselves, or they just spew all their hate behind the computer?
They don't show themselves.
They not. They not. They not. Like I said there and say, it's all right. You don't have to show yourself, but if I'm not gonna show myself, I'm not gonna spew hate because that sounds like a hater to me. Why would you hide yourself? Then you spew all that hate. What that's trying to say? These people, they just out there just doing damage on damage control. That's how I look at it. Yeah, country girl, go and watch Misbehaving's channel. She gonna let you know who that content creator sat there and talked about her child. But these people are nasty, very, I mean, very vicious people, and that's why I sat there and said, I be, being a cast on Love and Marriage in Huntsville, I will walk with a bodyguard everywhere I go. I would have a bodyguard. I just don't trust these people. Not at all. Butterfly say yes. I said the same thing. He stayed for the children. Yeah, absolutely. Stay. This man don't want Melody. Why would he want Melody? And it's like he's being with a dead log. The woman sat there and said she don't have no orgasm. He never turned her on. So what's the purpose of being with him? What's the purpose? And then she emasculate him. What man want a woman that emasculates them, making them feel like he needs to wear the dress? No man don't want that. You know, I'm not saying be a yes a person, but no man don't want no woman that's going to sit there and act more, manly than me. And the thing about it, Melody, they all sit there and say, she got the look, she got this, but I never saw, she's divorced. How long Melody been divorced? About 3 or 4 years, right?
Yeah.
You ever saw Melody with a man besides the arm? I only saw just an arm of somebody, and I don't know if that was an arm of a woman or an arm of a man. Why is she hiding who she's with? Make it make
She
sense.
keep, she keep claiming she got one.
Have you ever seen him?
Nope.
Just like my girl say, Lord have mercy. I think country girl from the south like I am. She say, Lord have mercy. Yes, indeed. These people is a mess. But like I said there and say, I don't know these people from a can of paint. All this right here is alleged and for entertainment purpose only. You air it out, you are free game. Okay? This is the price of fame. When you sign your name on that dotted line. No, Logic will say she has no man. She is the man. Got to be. Wanna sit there and emasculate that man. The only reason, and like I said there and say, to me, this is a reality show. The only reason, most likely, she stayed in there because she was already checked out. Anytime when you a man got to come home from a hard day's work and bath the kids and cook and help them with their homework and tuck them in the bed, and he said when the kids was coming to his house they had to stop by the laundry room and put the clothes in the laundry room. I mean, this woman already checked out. Not to mention, Martell sit there and say when she go get herself pampered, she leave the kids in the car. And another thing is, if you love your kids so much, would you put your kids a filter on your kids just to come on social media with your small children with eyelashes? Huh, Joss? Hey, my
No.
girl. Hey, my girl.
Hey,
Girl,
how
look,
you?
my heart just had dropped when I saw these vicious content creators talked about your child. When I saw that
Mhm.
video, I mean, I just sit there and say, these people, uh, they just got to go. This is sad. This is horrible.
And I want to thank Nicole. Nicole had left me a comment to let me know. And so I said, okay. So I went over there and I listened. And I said, see, now because I've been in a different sector where they've done horrible things, I knew what the reaction. She
Oh,
was
okay.
hoping. Yeah, she was hoping. She thought, she falsely assumed that I lacked emotional intelligence, where I would be one of these women, just start cursing and yelling and then taking
Hmm.
it out on Melody's kids.
Oh,
Because
that's what she wanted.
yeah, that's what she wanted, because they know I hold Melody responsible for their behavior, even in the past when I thought I could understand Melody being afraid of speaking up because they'll take it out on her. However, when I made that last video and told her to control her millimeters, what did she do? She went on Instagram, and that's when they all started making videos saying, we forgot how the millimeters came to be, how she was picked on, and she was like, she's not saying nothing to them. So that let me know then, okay, so you're not going to distance yourself from their behavior. I
Mm.
never said that she can control adults, but you can distance yourself and say, I don't believe in that. That's not my purpose. Those are not my values. If you support me, you wouldn't say or do things like that. But since she would not do that and she doubled down, I knew she's very much aware of what they're doing. So when that content creator, are you okay with me saying her? I'll say the nickname I gave
No,
her.
no, no, no. Don't say the one that's talking about you. The only ones that you can
Okay,
talk about is Miss
on the show.
Marcella,
On
Miss Marcella, and Anthony Lofties, right?
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
the
I'll
rest
only
of them.
say those.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
I don't, and I only promote you, Butterfly, and what's her name, Miss Wanda.
and Miss Wanda, show enough Miss
Yeah,
Wanda. Okay,
yeah.
I understand. I won't
Mm.
say I won't say it, and I get exactly where you're coming from. We're gonna support and promote the ones that are promoting everybody on the show.
Absolutely.
So, but anyway, when that chick made that comment, and I know for a fact that she's supported by Melody. That's why I made that video and told her she needs to distance herself or she needs to
Hmm.
control them. I refer to them as a cult. They are for henceforth known as the mellow cult because they are a cult. And for all of those women over there, some of them are mothers, grandmothers, aunts, uncle. There are people that support her that know someone or have a family member that's disabled. And for you to sit up over there, for that lady to make a disparaging comment about my son, I
Oh
mean,
my God.
it didn't bother me because I knew what reaction she
It
wanted.
bothered me. It bothered
Yeah,
me.
Miss D, Lady D, in the past, I would have cried and whatever else, but
Hmm.
I've already been through that stage where somebody said something about my
Hmm.
son. And I know that's what they want. They want to get a visceral reaction out of you because they feel good about that. My family members that heard that video, I mean, my sister was so upset. She said she couldn't
Hmm.
even listen to anymore. Why would I send that? And I said, the way that you feel right now, that is how that woman wanted me to feel, and I won't give
Yes.
her the satisfaction. But I
Yes.
will speak on it because they're dirty, they're not of
Hmm.
Christ, they're demons, they're earth
Absolutely.
disturbers. There is nothing that that woman and you know what? For a long time, I wouldn't say Miss Buddy, but I'm gonna call her Miss Buddy.
Hmm.
She she's not innocent at all. And it was a very beautiful video I did yesterday. And that content creator that attacked my son and then threatened to call the nursing board, she could go
Hmm.
ahead. There's not one single video that would cause me to lose my nursing license. In fact, a lot of my videos advocate for my patients.
Absolutely.
Um, and with that being said, she was upset because I called them house Negroes, but I didn't say the word Negroes. I
Mm-hmm.
called them house ninjas because only a house ninja would try to destroy and tear down a black business. See, black people, it is my firm belief, there's a difference between a ninja and a black
Mm-hmm.
person.
Mm-hmm.
Ninjas come to, unalive you, steal, and destroy our
Absolutely.
community. Black people come to uplift, heal, build, love, support our community. And what they are
Absolutely.
doing, they turn a blind eye and they feign ignorance because that's what cult members do. They can only follow their leader. They
Mm-hmm.
want to tell everyone else that we're trying to tear her business down. We're attacking her. But the same people that are saying that, they're not seeing how they themselves and people that support them are tearing down the other cast members on the show. I am tired of hearing that she was bullied 4 years ago. Nobody
From
has said anything or done anything to her recently. Nobody has done anything. You have to learn if you truly, Lady D, as I said before, if you truly are a child of God and you truly are a good, peaceful person, there is no way that you could still hold on and harbor that anger, that
absolutely.
resentment, and want to destroy someone. I can understand having that much rage and anger at the time that it occurred, but after some time, that pain, that hurt, that anger, that rage, that violence, it has to dissipate. It has to fade away because you can't move forward. That's one thing about
Absolutely.
me. You know how I shared the story about my son, father. We have
Mm-hmm.
not had another. That was the first and only time we had a disagreement. But even with that, I still would protect that man and would not want to see him hurt or harm in any way because he is a good man. He's just not for me. That's my
Absolutely.
son's father. And I
Absolutely.
go to war. I go to war for that man because I just hope and I want a good woman to enter his life, a woman that will love our son and support our son as if it was her own. Unfortunately, I
Absolutely.
have not seen that, but that's not my place to speak up.
Mhm, mhm. And everybody, see, a lot of people just don't see it. Everybody is just for a season. Not everybody is meant to go into your destiny. Everything is for a purpose. And I truly believe, that Melody, she dropped the ball. And the reason why she dropped the ball, because she was running after, just like Jocelyn said, she was chasing after fame and not knowing that the grass was greener where she was, but we always think that the grass is greener on the other side. And I think she realized, that if she walk out, and most likely that's why she stayed in that marriage so long, because she know the minute that she walk out for good, he was going to go in the arms of Ariane Curry.
Yes, ma'am. And I don't see. I've been saying it for a while now. Uh, you know, Miss Buddy, she's real good friends for the most with the most famous side chick in reality television. So why have a problem with Ariane Curry coming on
Hold
to
on one
Love and
sec. Hold on
Marriage?
one sec. Hold on one second. This right here, guys, what you see, this is the main characters right here for next season, for this season
Mm-hmm.
coming up. So whether you like it or not,
Get
get
ready.
ready. Like my
Mm-hmm.
TDJ says, what they say, get ready, get ready, get ready. This right here, what you see right here, this is the new cast of Love and Marriage in Huntsville. Y- Continue. Anyone, Jocelyn, anybody. Continue misbehaving.
Oh, hi, Jocelyn. I'm sorry. I didn't even say hello. How rude of me. Hello.
Jocelyn's so
Hmm.
quiet. Jocelyn's so quiet.
But I'm
Uh,
gonna drop
uh,
down in the chat, okay?
oh, you don't have
Uh-uh.
to drop down. Feel free. I like that. You see what I'm saying? Chime in anytime when you feel like it. If you feel like you got a word, go ahead and say it. Feel free. It is what it
Jocelyn,
is.
Jocelyn, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
are which generation were you born in? Are you a millennial or what is the new one? The Z X's?
Gen, yeah, Gen
Yeah,
X.
Gen Z, yeah, or Gen X?
No, Gen Z, I think it is.
Yeah, is that what it
I
is? The
was
Gen
born in
Z.
'96.
Okay, and the
96.
only reason, yep, the only reason I'm asking you, Boo, is because I want you to stay up here with us because I would love to have a young person's perspective because we
Hmm.
have very, different generations up here. That's the only reason why I asked you. And I
Hmm.
have a child that was born in,
Yeah.
uh, yeah. So welcome, welcome. Don't you go nowhere, Jocelyn. You tell us how you feel and come and soak up this knowledge.
Did you went and subscribe to Misbehaving channel, Joss?
Yeah, I love her channel.
Okay, 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 okay.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you. I bet you like when I get to rapping, huh? Nook if you buck, right? Nook if you buck.
So we
It's
going
just
into
disgusting that what these people are saying is just disgusting.
It is, but you know what? We are better than them, and that's the problem. See, as much as those content creators and subscribers, how much they throw that dirt and that mud, you have not seen one content creator that supports everyone on this show. You don't see us going out there pulling up their background information or trying to talk negatively of their products. We
Calling up
don't
their
do that.
jobs and trying to get them
Yeah,
fired.
yeah, we don't do that. See, the purpose of being a content creator when you're reviewing the shows, it's my belief that you should review the shows based on what you see on television. Now, if
absolutely.
it spills over onto their personal social media page, talk about it then. But anything that's not available to the public eye or on the show, we should not be talking about it because nobody is perfect. They are here to entertain us. They don't owe us anything. And if memory serves me correctly, most of the wealthiest families here in America didn't have a pristine, clean background. Okay. So that's
Absolutely.
all I need to say. And then you got that young man down there with that negativity. Hit the cash app, baby. Bless the cash app, and we'll read your comments.
Look, I'm copping off of you, honey. I'm not reading that negativity unless you say
Exactly.
so. But I think the ones that's dead, like I said, God gonna send you some good people, really good people,
Hmm.
and you going to know them because your spirit is going to connect with them. You guys going to vibe, and I know for sure, Misbehaving. I know that you are a good person, and all the stuff that they are spewing on you, you don't deserve, but you was picked on to be picked out because they saw greatness in you, and your channel is
Hmm.
going to grow. Your channel is going to grow because you are very entertaining, and you know how to capture an audience. So don't worry about the haters, honey, because the haters are your motivators.
Yes, they are. Thank you, Lady D. And I don't. Because I know that's what they want me to run away and be afraid. I welcome it. I'm an Aries, baby. they, done
Thank
stirred
Yeah,
you.
I
up the.
saw that Funky Dineva is having a party at Black.
I know they gonna hate him.
Oh,
Oh, they gonna hate him. Oh my God, who said that?
yeah. Who said
Ashanti Stewart.
Oh, Shanti
She
said it.
said Funky Deneve is having a party at Black, the same bar that they claim was closed.
Was
Oh,
closed.
look at God.
Okay,
Won't he do it?
okay. Yes, he will.
Girl, don't have me to
Yes, he
start
will.
preaching. Don't
Yes,
have
he
me to
will.
preach.
See, that's how you build. That's how you build a business up. Even if we could build up our communities, our cities together, one by one, it's enough to
Absolutely.
go around. No need to be jealous.
Yes. March 26th, guys. March 26th. Funky Dineva is going to be at Black, the same bar that they say was closed. Like I said, you never win when you play dirty. God
Wait a
might turn
minute.
it around. God might turn it around.
Look, look, Lady D, I may have to make a trip down to Alabama. And
Girl,
so
look, make
Wanda,
sure you call me. Call me, girl.
Miss Wanda be tripping me out.
Miss Wanna be
I
out.
said Miss Wanda be tripping me out.
She do. What she be doing to you?
They can't stand Miss Wanda. I like Miss Wanda.
They know they can't stand Miss One, but they can't stand realness. It's like kryptonite to them because they so got so much hatred in them. And you see, Melody, and this is what my opinion. Like I said, I'm gonna call it like I see it. I think Melody picked with Miss Wanda just to get Miss Wanda off of that show because she wanted Tisha for herself, so she can sit there and have Tisha to leave her husband. But yes, indeed, you never win when you play dirty. But guys, if you just coming in, this right here is the new cast, season 7, right? This is gonna be season 7, right, Misbehaving?
This is season 7. I said something is on the rise. I said
This
something
right
is
here,
on the
right?
rise.
You're looking at the new
Yes.
cast right now. Melody is going to be that just for a little short period of time because, like I said, you can build a house, you can furnish the house, but that does not
Mm-hmm.
mean that you're going to rest in that house. You
Mm-mm.
building
Not
it for
as,
somebody else. You building it and you furnishing it for somebody else, and that's Bible. That's Bible.
mm-hmm.
You
And
building that house, everything that Melody touched, and nobody hate Melody. It's just the
show
fact
them.
that Melody sat there and she took her goods and had it evil spoken of. She took it and she ran with it and she sat there and got this cult like behavior and become
Mm-hmm.
a scorned, bitter woman. So the Most High God sit
Mm-hmm.
there and say, "I'm going to change this around. Instead of you sitting there letting me control this will." You tying up my hands. So I don't have no other choice but to bless this mess. You see what I'm saying? And
That's
that's what
right.
God do. That's what God do. You can't tell me what God don't do. That's why I sat there and say, "Revenge is mine," says the Lord.
Said the Lord. Mm-hmm.
You don't take it on your own. When you say God say go, you go. Don't stay stuck. So right now, guys, if you just coming in, you are looking at the new cast of Love and Marriage in Huntsville.
Mm-hmm. I know it's a lot going on, baby. It's a lot going on. I'm gonna be reviewing it. Look, they can't make up their mind. That one minute they blacked it out, the ratings were the same. They started tuning in, the ratings were the same. Now they're saying they're gonna boycott it again, honey. You cannot believe what the ratings show you because those numbers can be skewed. All that matters is the show renewed. Okay.
Absolutely. And Martell said there, and he said, "If you don't tell my story, then fire me." And they can't afford to fire no Martell. They
Yep.
cannot afford to fire Martell.
Yeah,
So
because he
they might as well, just like they say they did Mimi. Who that was? Mimi. And would you say Mimi and Jocelyn? Jocelyn on
Uh,
what that show is y'all watch?
yeah, there was the Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Yeah, because once Jocelyn left, baby, that show wasn't nothing. Ooh, she was trouble. She was a hell on wheels, baby. And you need an antagonist that folks can bounce stuff off of. But baby, them shows, honey. Mm,
Logical said Tiffany will be back too. I thought Big Lou said no. Oh, she want to be back. But still of all, like I say, this right here is the new cast right here. And that's why Ariane is getting her website together, because like I said, Ariane came out selling her clothes. And these people want to sit there and say, "Oh, she was selling cheap clothes." Oh, you look at your life, hair all
mhm,
greasy and all this. Girl, them people, it's not about that life. These people want to talk about people living with their mom.
mhm,
When I found out one of them was living with their mom, come on. And the other one, I mean, the one that keeping her mouth on you is another one. I mean, her
mhm.
mouth look like it's touching the doggone screen. Like I said there and say, ain't
Ooh,
nobody can sit there and try to talk about nobody. And then the thing
nobody.
about it, when you start talking about African features,
Hello.
oh my
Stormy is a
God.
Say it
beautiful
again.
lady. Stormy is very beautiful to me. Like
And the
I don't understand why
texture,
they picking on her features.
jealous.
Because they have low self-esteem, Jocelyn. That's what people do
Absolutely.
when they hate themselves. They hate what they
Yes.
look like themselves. So therefore, when they see it in others, they attack. So you have to be firm and love yourself and your features. You don't need to have no surgery or nothing, because if you look, you'll see other people going out to have surgery to look like us. And
Um,
yes,
hold
ma'am.
on one second. Bertha said the ads are running. What she's talking about? The ads are. What you talking about? Bertha. She said the ads are. It's ads running on my channel because I usually turn them off until after I'm done.
Hey, Miss Bertha.
If you're talking about my channel, let me know if the ads are running because I usually turn it off because I don't really worry about monetizing these videos. It's just that, and don't you know they be trying to come after my video? But I'm gonna introduce you to someone that helps me with my channel. He's a
Okay.
part of YouTube here.
Okay.
Yeah, because they check your channels and all that and do a test run. So when them haters start striking you or whatever, all you do is just go ahead and appeal it. Okay. But I didn't know that I had ads running. Let me know. I think she's talking about me when she said ads running because I don't really want no ads to run. I just like to go straight through, you know?
Or Miss Bertha, are you using code words saying they aspirin's running?
Yeah, might be, might be,
I just played
might.
Miss Bertha. I played Miss Bertha.
And guys, make
Look,
sure you go ahead and check out Misbehaving is Fun. Check out her channel and also lift her up and her family. Yes, indeed.
girl.
Butterfly says we have 50 in the chat and only 38. Please hit the share and please be respectful. Yes, indeed. Yes,
And,
indeed.
and you know what? I'm gonna say this part. Some of them are millimeters. They're afraid because they know they can't
Mm-hmm.
drop in the chats. They can't share the videos because they don't want to be excommunicated. But they know that we are speaking the truth. They love the entertainment and the engagement on this
Yes.
side. And
Thank you,
even
Dollar Face. She did another super
oh, did
sticker.
she?
Thank you very
Hey,
much.
thank you,
Yes.
Miss Darla. And even though we have a difference in opinion with them, we still want to uplift them and support them because at the end of the day, in the words of Glorilla, the day got to end. I'm just playing. At the end of the day, they're black, and I'm supporting all things black. I can fight with you right now, but I'm not gonna let nobody else fight you. We gonna keep this in house. In
Absolutely.
house.
Hey, Miss Nicole.
Hi, good evening, Lady D. Good evening, chat. How are you guys, panelists?
Doing
I'm
Hey,
doing
great,
good.
doing
Nicole.
great.
I see
How
you
do
Miss
got
you
B.
the
like Nicole? How do you like the new cast of season 7 of Love, Marriage, and Huntsville?
Hey, as long as everybody's on there and can get along. I really haven't watched since season 4, Queen Lady D. I usually listen to the reviews because
Okay.
I really feel like what goes on off camera, it's so much toxicity. I don't want to contribute to the ratings. Just like I hope Miss Wanda's back. The show changed when you took her off. And
Mm-hmm.
so the whole dynamic changed. So if they get it back to like it was, I will watch, you know. But the way it was last season, it just wasn't the same because you didn't have that same dynamic. You know what I'm saying? You miss Miss Wanda, the mothers of the show. She knew how to get the characters together, and she interacted with everybody. So it brought a
Mm-hmm.
little spice to it, you know. But
Yes.
yeah, I haven't watched since season 4, and I'll tell, like I told you, after that, what happened at that reunion, and her agreeing that she did, try to pay somebody, the gas meters, and I'm the fire department. I came up with that. I will send you back to Seventh Avenue, gas meters. I will put the fire out. But anyway, I just feel like at this point, the way that she did when she admitted that she tried to pay somebody to come on the show to lie and say that, they were cheating with Tisha's husband. I was done with that show. I was done.
Mm. Okay. Okay. She said, yeah, the ads are
But
running, but she said that's a good thing. Yeah, so I'm gonna
can I
keep on
say something
going.
to you real quick,
Y-
Lady D?
yes.
I
I
asked
was just
my
hold on one
mom.
second. Hold on one
Okay.
second. I was Bertha say yes, the ads are running. That's a good thing. Means you coming up, you get the ads first before entering the live. There is no interruption after that. Okay, okay, okay. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for letting me know. Go ahead, Nicole.
Remember, y'all kept asking why she's still on OWN if she has her own network. Think
Yes.
about this, Lady D. I asked my mom how the media business goes. Okay. because my dad used to be in that business years ago. Okay, years ago. So not even, But when you get a network, right, you have to have cameramen, you have to have writers, you have to have places to shoot or money for your staff to go shoot it wherever. Even if it's a studio, you have to pay for all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't have any sponsors when you start a new network, like Procter and Gamble, different commercials. You don't have that. So before you get people to sponsor your shows based on ratings, you have to pay all that expense yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're a millionaire, wouldn't you be able to set that all up already?
Absolutely, but I thought that they say that they have to come and put their own money in. Who the heck gonna come on and tell their business and then got to come out of pocket and pay themselves?
And the
Make
thing is, Lady D, why would you want to pay monthly for whatever the app is to watch one show?
Thank
I thought
you.
about that today because I think, and Marcella says you have to pay, I guess, for a subscription to get the show or
Mhm,
whatever. It's not like on Peacock or whatever, right? And you have to pay through an app to watch one show unless they have more shows on there.
mhm. So why no content creators ever made commentary, made any
They do,
content?
like
I
one or
never
two
saw
of
it.
them
I never
does.
saw it. I never saw it.
Me either, but I heard that one does. But again, I'm just being honest. If you don't pay for the app, you can't a monthly fee for the app, you can't watch the show. Who's gonna pay, you know, every month, even if it's $5 a month to watch one show that doesn't come
Mhm,
on every day? I don't know how
mhm,
often it comes on. I don't know. But I know that when you have a production company, before you get sponsors like Procter and Gamble or Just for Me or what have you, right? You have to have you have to come out of pocket with all those expenses yourself. So that told me, well, if you are a multimillionaire, you would be able to kick off, you know, at least two or three more shows. You'd have places to shoot or a studio. You'd be able to pay writers, editors, cameramen. You got to have the people that do your sound, the grip people that do your sound, people that do people's makeup. You have to come out of pocket with all that before you get sponsors.
Logical says she don't think that none of them are watching Shanita's World. Melody is not even promoting the
She's
show.
right.
But the thing
That's
about it
correct.
is that if you sitting there, you fighting so hard for someone to prosper, why they don't on their platform, why they don't sit there and promote her show, her millimeters. That's the part that I don't understand.
Yeah, they can't afford the app every month either.
No, I'm talking about the
Just
content creators, the YouTubers, the ones that supports her. Why they don't, sit there and make some commentary, and boost it up, give us a super tease or something.
well, that's what I said, but I guess they don't feel like it's necessary if you're not getting enough viewers and nobody knows
Mhm,
what you're really reviewing. Because how many people are going to pay that monthly fee to watch one show?
mhm,
So
There
why
are
review a show if nobody's, people watch y'all based on what you review. You see what I'm saying? So
mhm.
why would you want to do a review for something that comes on once a week that nobody knows what you're talking about?
But like I say, they sort of like this cult like behavior. Wouldn't you like
Mm-hmm.
if I'm all up somebody's tail, I'm gonna sit there and make videos back to back each and every day, of this
Exactly.
person until I
I
can,
agree.
get other people to come in support a little streaming network. But that's just to show you,
I
just
agree.
like Logical said, nothing going on there. That's why no one is watching. And no,
That's what I
that's
said.
good. No,
Even
I'm
if
just
you
saying.
put your Seventh Avenue commercials on there, I'll be the
Absolutely.
fire department. Whoever come in here acting a fool, I will send the gas meters back. Right, spray you with my fire hose. But anyway, you could use that platform to do commercials and promote your product that way. You see what I'm saying? But again, a network to generate income, to be able to pay all your people, you have to have sponsors, just like on TV. You have commercials on there, right?
Mhm.
So those sponsors are the ones that, pay the network the money to be able to pay the
Mhm.
reality stars or whatever other shows they do. So at this point, I don't think there's been enough income generated to be able to come out of pocket to pay all those people yet.
So what you are saying is that the reason why, and I'm just saying, just stop me if I'm not true, but the reason why the YouTubers, the ones that follow her is not, doing any commentary on it because it's like a low budget thing that they are doing.
Yes, ma'am. They don't have the money to pay writers,
So they
grip
pretty much you're saying they
operators.
are they are embarrassed, right?
Right. They don't have enough money to pay reality stars to come on. They don't have enough money to pay people to do the sound, the editing, or writers to, come on, or even producers. You'd have to find another Carlos King or another producer to produce different shows. One person can't produce 12 different shows, for example, but you still have to have the money to pay, the Tisha Marceaus, the Scotts, the
Yeah.
Kikis, the Miss Wandas. They're not going to come do reality shows for free just to be on TV. They're going to want to be compensated, right? So
Yep.
that told me then maybe at this point the network is up, but they don't have enough capital or enough money rather to be able to pay a full staff of people plus reality people to come in and act at this
Well,
point.
this is what, well, Logical Speak already
Can I
the
say
answers for
something?
me. Look, let me read this right quick, and you can go ahead. You can have at it. A logical answer my question. Is she said they are not loyal. That's why they're not putting it on their channel. She said they are not loyal. They are still focusing on Love and Marriage in Huntsville. Martell is their meal ticket, just like her. Not Shanita World. No one is watching that show.
I
That's the answer.
love you,
That's
Miss
the
Logical.
answer. Yes,
Amen.
that's
Exactly.
the answer. That's the answer that I was looking for. Okay.
Exactly.
I,
Exactly.
I was waiting for you to say that. That's why I said it about four
I'm
times.
sorry.
But you kept going on and on and on.
I'm
I wanted you to
sorry.
say that. That's what I wanted you to say. Okay. Now
But
you
that's
can have
true. I brought you that. What were you gonna say, misbehaving?
There are content creators that are reviewing that show.
Yeah, I seen two. Trending
They're
and one more.
it's more than two, but
well,
they're
send it
not
to me
hyping
then.
it. But they're not
Send it to me.
hyping it up. They're not hyping up the show at all. And what it seems like is just like a documentary that someone can do on YouTube with the cameras and follow you in your home and do it in
Oh,
your
okay.
home.
It's starting like
Okay.
that.
Yes, that's how
Mm-hmm.
it's. And so they have one of the content creators. It's a man. He likes to do a review after the show on Friday, but this past Friday no show came on. So you
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
have some smaller content creators. So you can tell that there's a hierarchy over there in the millimeter kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
So this younger gentleman, he supports a lot of them. And so he wants to review the show, but he can't review what doesn't come on. So you can watch the show for free, but
Mm-hmm.
you can't watch it all the way through. So you can go on the app and
Mm-hmm.
watch it, but then it'll stop and then start all back
That's
over.
what Miss Marcella said.
They
Yeah.
they do have other shows on there, but that app is more like a bougie, a high class way of life with yachts and
Mm-hmm.
stuff. It's nothing for reality television,
Oh, okay.
really.
Okay.
So
Simona
Okay.
say,
that's
Yes,
what's
ma'am.
more.
Simona
And
say hello to the panel, everyone in the chat, and also
Good evening,
Pepper.
Miss. Good
Hey,
evening, Miss
Pepper.
hello.
She said
Simona.
all facts.
And
Guys,
so
make
you
sure y'all
guys
go check out Misbehaving. It's fun. Make sure you go check out our channel, okay?
It is. She a trip. I like her video last night. I was at work listening to it. And I
and
played yours, Lady D.
Thank
so,
you.
and then you guys have to remember, with this being an app, Peacock
Hmm.
is an app. It's just a
Okay.
bigger network with more funding. But a lot of people, you're not going to just sign on to an app, whether it's Zeus, whatever, and put your
Hmm.
personal information in there when you have no idea of who it actually owns it, where is it
Yes,
based,
ma'am.
who has access to your personal
That's
information.
right.
So a lot of people are skeptical. I know I am. I mean, I'm not putting my information up in
Me
there.
either.
And and
Yes,
there's
ma'am.
a lot of major apps that I don't do that for also, like Paramount
Yes, ma'am.
and so forth. But they do not hype up the show. They do not talk about it, and that's why I consistently mention it in my videos. Instead of worrying about and tearing down what Stormy and the Scots are doing, why are they
Hmm.
not uplifting and promoting her products and making
Absolutely.
videos? And the
Right.
reason why they are not doing that, because that's not where the clicks and views are coming from. That's not where the donations and cash apps and Patreon is coming from.
Hmm.
It's with the using women and playing on their emotions
Right.
and pimping them off of the trauma that they've endured. So it's like, like minds are together. Let's hurt
Right.
together. Let's be lonely together. Meanwhile,
Hmm.
everybody that's spending their money, you spending your money to support them, and they're living happily,
Hmm.
because one of the content creators, and I'm not going to say her name out of respect for Lady D, but she's just blunt and blatant with it. It's all about money. There's money to be
Hmm.
made on these YouTube streets.
Mhm,
Hmm.
mhm.
Hmm.
So
I
And like I
understand.
say, you
I
chasing after
understand.
that right there, you just gonna hit a brick wall, and that's why the world is coming to the end. Because this right here, guys, if you just coming in, this is a possibility. The new cast of Love and Marriage in Huntsville.
I hope so. I would love to see that dynamic, Martell with his other his family, and I would love to see that. I mean, because the ratings would go through the roof. Seriously, they
Absolutely,
would
and
go through the roof. Everybody would love to see how, you know, Ariana and the baby come in and interact with everybody else, and him with
what?
his other kids, and
Well, they say it's going to start off with Martell going to court, and that's how they're going to
mm-hmm.
introduce Ariana in.
Okay, okay. I would watch then. I'm not gonna lie, the ratings would be through the roof.
Yeah,
Seriously. Then you got Destiny coming back, and oh yes, the ratings would, I'm
yes,
telling you, that show would just be the ratings would be very big, because even people that claim they feel away would still be watching. And that's
that's
all
it.
Carlos cares about, is
Yeah.
people that watch. Your opinions don't matter. As long as you watching his show, he good.
And
and
I
Carlos
don't
wants
blame
to
him.
see Miss Wanda's dream come true because she wanted her
Yeah.
truck. So you're gonna see Miss Wanda with her truck, okay?
Oh wow.
Her
Okay.
food truck, and Tiffany Whitlow, she will be back.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I understand. I understand. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. I would love to see that. I would love to see that. I see Kiki's picture down there.
Yep, Kiki gonna be back because the way that they did Kiki, so Kiki
Yeah,
coming back because what they did was they used her addiction, to sit there and
exploited that.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
exploited her. Hmm.
Well, misbehaving. I'm sorry. I hope I didn't upset you when I sent you that information, ma'am. I just heard it, and I don't like speaking for my elders. I feel like that's disrespectful, ma'am. So that's why I sent you that message.
no,
Absolutely,
no.
But
absolutely.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for talking over you, Lady D, but
that's
no,
okay.
Nicole, I was not upset at all. I
I
appreciated
I
you
was upset.
sending
I
it
was
to me.
upset. You
I
talking
know,
about
Lady.
Yeah,
when they talk? You talking about when they talked about your son?
yeah. I
Yeah,
was
but
very
the
Yeah,
upset about that. I
I,
mean, it hurt me. It really
yeah,
did. Cause I'm like, you know, whatever grown folks got going on. And I even tell my kids that my oldest daughter has grandkids, like, that I raised her. That's my stepdaughter. And I tell them, whatever beef y'all have with each other, leave the babies out of it. Don't talk about her kids, your nieces and nephews, without talking to your sister first. But leave the kid, don't let them be anywhere in the vicinity. So whatever issue you have with the adults, leave it between the adults. Don't bring the kids into it. I think that's just
that's
low down. Babies can't defend themselves, and they
that's
shouldn't
it.
have to. Adults should be there to protect and love on kids, or at least give them the respect of not using derogatory terms with babies. I just think that's awful. So I heard that misbehaving. I wasn't trying to start any mess, but I wanted to send that to you and let you know what was going on, and you would have the opportunity to address that directly or behind the scenes.
honey,
Mm-mm-mm.
you are absolutely okay. You are fine. I welcome people letting me know when people say something about me, so that way I can go see it for myself and I'll respond. But
Yes, ma'am.
what I want people to understand Yes, you can get upset and be mad,
Yeah.
but that's what their goal is, to get you upset and have you
Mm-hmm.
respond in a negative way. Now,
Right.
this is online. People gonna say whatever to try to goat you, but if it was in person, I can assure you, no one would do that.
But
And
misbehaving,
Absolutely.
there are legal,
huh,
you can take legal, and I'm sure you know, you being a nurse, there's stuff you can do behind the scenes that you don't have to actually beef outward with these people. You can take
mm-mm,
legal action, even with
mm-mm,
YouTube, letting them
mm-mm,
know about,
Hmm.
mm-mm,
what had gone on, the way you
mm,
guys do with the channels. I
uh-uh.
wouldn't take that sitting down, ma'am. I
I
wouldn't.
wouldn't either. I wouldn't
No,
either.
no, I didn't sit down. That's why I responded and made the video. I
Hmm.
Yes,
don't need
ma'am.
to. That's like going to the police about. I'm gonna come to you and talk back. You're not about to
Hmm.
silence me. It's a way to do everything. There,
Yes, ma'am.
it's a way to do everything. So the goal is to shut me up, to frighten me, so I will quit being a mouthpiece
Right.
on behalf of the other cast members, and that's not going to happen.
Hmm.
My
Right.
family is protected. I love my son.
I
And
know
there's
that's right.
nothing that anybody can say to me. There once upon a time there used to be a time where I would cry because my feelings would get hurt when
Yeah.
I would hear them attack, like because I feel like people with special needs or people with mental illness, when people would attack them, I've made videos taken up for a grown man that has
Mm.
autism that this woman was dating, and when she was
Oh,
dating him, it was all fine. But once they broke
right.
up, she said the most horrible things. And I made a video, and boy, I cussed
Oh,
her out.
wow.
But
Right.
people want you to. That's what sells with social media, that
Mm-hmm.
violence, that anger, that recklessness. So every once in a
Right.
while y'all hear me curse or whatever, but when it comes, like, I know they can't hurt my family online, and I know
Amen.
there are legal things I can do behind the scene, but I'm not at that point yet. She's
Right.
talking and I'm talking, I'm responding back. I told y'all, I don't know if you was here yesterday, Nicole.
Mm-hmm.
Baby,
Yes,
I
ma'am.
troll the trolls. I know it bothers them when I say something about Melody. I hopped in somebody's chat this morning,
Mm-hmm.
and baby, I make my presence known. I let them know
Oops.
I'm there in the chat. I ain't hiding up in no clouds. I'm a big
Right.
dog, baby. I'm a big
I hear
Yes,
dog.
that.
ma'am.
And boy,
Yeah.
they be hopping up out there. The content creator hopped out her
Mhm.
body, her moderators hopped out their body, and I was
What?
laughing the whole time they were talking crazy. I
Mm-mm.
Mm.
was just tickled to death because
Wow.
this is YouTube. This is social. This is
Right.
the new entertainment for everybody. And
Exactly.
people want to see stuff like that. They want to see
Right.
you. Okay, you go back and forth, but you don't go too low.
Right.
Boy, baby, I love to see these good old wholesome
Well, they
Christian
come over
women.
here. There are people come over here trying to
Mhm.
distract programming. So, I
Yes,
Yeah.
they
mean,
do.
right.
Hmm.
What's the difference? They people, and
Yeah.
then they come over calling people names and,
Hmm.
saying nasty things and trying to change people's mind. They don't come over respectfully. So I
Oh
said, I'm
no.
gonna call myself the fire department. I'm gonna be spraying and putting fires out every
I,
time I'm off, and I see you guys up and they come in. I'm gonna be the fire department and send them back
I
to 7th Avenue times 7. Right.
I hear that. Look what Logical Speed says. Knox is not a part of the court order, which has banned the four Holt's children off of social media and the show. And you see, like I said,
Hmm.
Melody is letting these people sit there and sabotage her legacy because
Right.
those children could be making money right now where it can
Yes.
go towards
Right.
their college fee. Now, who going to make the money? Knox going to be because
Right.
Yep.
Ariana already putting them out right now, got him calling them a model and all this, so
Oh wow, that's
Hmm.
cool.
yes, she's
Okay.
promoting him, and he's going to be on Love and Marriage in Huntsville, and her children is
Oh,
not because what she
right.
did, she allowed her good to be evil spoken of. So
Yep.
now look, that's really gonna hurt them right there. So guys, go
Well,
ahead, y'all can continue talking.
if you
Read
moved on, it shouldn't,
go
you
ahead,
know,
Nicole. My apologies.
if you've moved on, it shouldn't. Because like I said, when my ex-spouse left the state to go to work, we both decided we were going to live our lives. You see what I'm saying? And I wanted to know who was going to be around my kids. I wanted to know, establish a rapport with her so she wouldn't take out any anger or whatever on my kids. You see what I'm saying? Not saying that it would actually keep it from happening, but just to keep the environment as positive as possible. I had moved on. He had moved on. So what difference does it make who he dates or whomever? As long as my kids are not being mistreated and she and I, what is there to fight about? I'm not with them anymore. She is. You see what I'm saying? So I don't see what the big issue is. If that's his Martell's reality, then that should be on TV. They want everybody else to be real.
Mm-mm-mm. Miss Pee Wee said, I believe Melody is the one that leaked. And we're going to say alleged. Like I said, all this right here is for entertainment purpose only. You air it out, you are free game. Okay.
Somebody
Um,
did.
Pee Wee say, I believe Melody is the one that leaked the rumor to the content creators about Martell being in the journal.
Somebody did. That's
Hmm.
private. That's HIPAA laws. So the
Yep.
hospital wouldn't put it out. Paparazzi ain't driving around following these people around. So somebody leaked it.
Yep. Yep. And the thing about it, she knew what the rumor was going around because she hang on social media. So why she didn't debunk
Right.
it when she
That's what
came
I said.
on? She should have sat there
Hmm.
and say, "Oh no, that's not true. He's
Right.
taking the kids to tennis game, and I'm taking
Right.
the my son to his baseball game." But she could
Exactly.
have debunked that, but she didn't want to debunk it because she likes
No.
this stuff going. But you need to
Right.
stop Melody, because it's not working in your favor.
It's not.
Everybody is gonna reap off of what you built except
Yes.
you.
I agree. If especially if nobody wants to film with you because they find you too difficult, or they film with you and the fans start harassing them based on
Mhm.
how they feel that you, if they feel like you disrespected their queen in any type of way, you film with her and the fans harass you to death if they feel like she's disrespected. Y'all kiss our ass, but don't expect everybody in the world to. Don't expect everybody in the world to not to feel the same way you do. And that's my problem with everybody. Just because I feel a way doesn't mean I'm going to dog you out or disrespect you because you worship this lady. That's your business. But don't harass other people to death if you feel like she's being disrespected. That's a grown lady. She can speak up for herself. But she don't have to do it. Like Miss Behavior says, she got other people to do it for her.
Mm. Mm-mm-mm.
They her
Butterfly say,
mouthpieces.
drop the link. Butterfly better have that mic together. I just noticed she
I
said,
love her.
yeah, she got a lot to say, but that mic be.
I love her. I love her. I'm gonna drop down, Lady D and ladies and everybody. I'm gonna be in the chat. I gotta get my baby ready for bed. It's already
Okay,
Yes,
7:51, but I'll
ma'am.
be
Was
listening.
always a pleasure.
and make
And
sure you
happy early
cooking
birthday,
for us.
Misbehaving. I heard you say your birthday is Friday. So if I'm not on, happy
You
early
know it,
birthday,
baby.
ma'am.
Oh, your birthday is
Thank
Friday?
you.
You're
Yep,
welcome.
April 12th, baby. 1 + 2 is 3. 3
Well,
is
look, I'm
3.
going 1 + 2 + 3. I'm gonna cash app you here.
Okay,
I'm
thank
gonna
you.
send you. I'm gonna send you something.
Okay,
All right.
I'll be
And
listening, you guys. Good night and thank you, everybody.
Good night, ma'am.
okay.
Have a good evening.
All right.
Okay, bye bye.
Look.
Let's
Oh,
see.
she must
Come
was
on,
trying to
baby.
come on. Good. I see. Look. Look. It says the nice. I tried to send a link. It says the device is not connected. Okay, she's on now. Ooh.
Hey, butterfly. What's up, fly butterfly?
Hey, butterfly. You got that second delay. You see what I'm saying?
A girl told you
What's up,
I'm
fly
gonna keep
butterfly?
having it. Okay. If you want me to get the
I could.
Amazon and put the wish list on for a laptop and
You gotta speak it into the
a
atmosphere.
mic,
Put it in the atmosphere. You
I'll
might get
do
one.
that.
Yes,
But
ma'am.
until then, boo, you gonna have to work with me, Lady D. I keep
We
I'm
telling
working
trying.
with
We trying. We trying.
what you gonna say tonight, fly butterfly.
you. Right. I'm trying to tell you. So what I want to tell you right now, like I said
Hmm.
before, why is she the
So we
listen,
could deal with the
Yes,
mic, but
ma'am,
we
Miss
can't
Robinson.
deal with the TV in the
I
background.
already told
Eh,
y'all.
Thank you, Miss Robinson.
Why is she so desperate to exploit her children? She's trying to exploit her children, y'all. Keep in mind, this is where all this angst came from. No,
Hmm.
that's people. That's actual people. But listen, that's why that's why I said, let me come up, say what I gotta say real quick, and drop back down. Why
Yes,
is
ma'am.
she trying to exploit her children?
Yeah.
Why is it so important that her children be featured on social media, which is nasty, vile, disgusting? These are monsters behind keyboards that you can't control, or none of that. Why is she trying to exploit them? Like, why is it so important that her kids be featured on social media when they're not even 18? Why is she desperately trying to exploit her children? Ask that
Money,
Well, I
money,
think
question.
she
money.
did.
I'm gonna
She's
jump
been
back
doing it.
down.
Money.
She's been doing it. Because I mean, if you talk
Fuck.
about the father like that and you have followers based on, dogging their father, that's still half of them. So you've been exploiting them. Then you let things leak. Somebody's letting things leak about you guys' family life, and you're not doing anything to refute it. So you get more clicks and views, and you gain popularity by, basically siding with your supporters so they buy your product. I mean, it's all about exploitation. Lady D said that on our video yesterday. You get paid for your pain. You basically, it's all bets are off. Anybody can say anything about your family and your kid's father, their other half, just so you can make money. That's the bottom line.
Absolutely.
The Lady D put it best. And Miss Logical, I thank you, ma'am. I saw your compliment. I appreciate you. But I'm just being, it just takes you to see things in a logical fashion for you to sit up here and say, y'all don't, the content creators don't follow these people around like TMZ. TMZ is not following these people around. So the only way they're able to obtain information is that it's leaked. Now, I watched somebody's live and I was very sickened when I watched it live, Miss Lady D. There
Thank
was
you,
one
Sydney.
content creator that
Hold
was
on,
at
hold
the
on one
courthouse.
second. Hold on one second. Sydney
Yes,
sent
ma'am.
$9.99 a super sticker. Thank you guys. Oh my gosh, you guys are
Thank you,
so
Miss
sweet. Thank you,
Sydney.
thank you, thank you very, very much. And I
Thank
pray
you.
that it multiply, unlimited, shaking it together.
Yes, it will.
And
Because you
like
so
I said,
blessed.
thank you very much, Nicole. Thank you. And also, Sydney, thank you for $9.99. And I pray that God will bless it,
He
unlimited,
will. With
shaking
your
together.
wisdom
And we
that you
also
impart to
speaking.
us.
Yes, and also we speaking into Butterfly as well that she will get her mic, her laptop, and everything that she
Yes, ma'am.
needs so she can go ahead and support her channel. Right, Butterfly? 2 seconds. One, two, three.
Fly, fly, butterfly, are you there?
Lady D, I catched it. I catch that shade, Lady D.
Where are you in a
But
bar?
hold up
You
though.
must be
Hold
in a
up
bar.
though.
You must in a
I
bar.
want to co-sign with Nicole say, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
I,
Thank you.
I came back to co-sign and in a barber shop
Oh, you in the
with,
barbershop.
with my Zoes. Now I'm in the barber shop with my Zoes.
Yes,
If you
ma'am.
know anything about the Zoes, they loud. But listen, why she trying to exploit them kids?
You
Mm-hmm.
And like Lady D said, what she did with her daughter, recording that conversation that she was having with her father, was
Mm-hmm. It
disgusting.
was.
That was
It was.
disgusting because she violated her daughter. She was so hell bent on violating Martell that she sacrificed her daughter for the violation.
wow. I never knew
Wow.
That was a violation.
she recorded her daughter.
They
After
said
you
he
set up
did.
after you set up the fail, you knew he was coming to that birthday party because he knew he had prior engagements that he's gonna have to
I
be out
heard
of
that.
town,
Yeah,
right?
Miss Marcella
So
said
he was
that.
trying to
Miss
come and show
Marcella
his
said that.
daughter that love. You
Right.
exploited that, manipulated that. Yeah, she recorded her daughter's conversation
Yeah.
with her father. That's why the judge
Miss
called her
Marcella
out.
said
That's why
that.
the judge called her out. You know how, remember, Lady D, you kept up. Lady D, remember you kept saying what paperwork? What paperwork? The paperwork that they was
Mhm.
trying to tell you about is the same paperwork that she
Mhm.
got called out for. It's the same paperwork that
Oh
she got called
wow.
out for. That's
Wow.
the part they want to
Right.
erase. They want to erase the part that
Mm-hmm.
she got called out for. That was
It was
Wow.
one of the
disgusting
seasons,
of her
Lady
to
D. I wasn't
freaking
watching, but
record her
they had a
daughter's
birthday
conversation with her
party.
father. And this was the
They had
oldest
a
daughter.
birthday party
And
for one of the
let me
girls at a
remind
skating
y'all
rink.
what hold up. Let me finish this, because you know my mic is messed up and I gotta jump back down. Right. So right, right. Listen, Nicole. But hold up though.
Yes, ma'am.
Let me tell you, right?
Hmm.
And also in them court papers, her daughter, the oldest, text Martell
Hmm.
and said, "Can you come to
Right.
my parent lunch brunch because nobody else is here?
Hmm.
Nobody else is here."
Hmm.
That means Big Back Van, raggedy
Right.
ass Uncle Mark, Mammy, that try to sit up in Letitia's face and say you
Right.
could do it all as a single mother is BS.
Right.
Because she wasn't even
Right.
available. That was all in them
Exactly.
court papers that they keep wanting to throw out. But
Wow.
let me jump back down. Y'all, pay attention. Don't fall for the okie doke. Pay
Yes,
attention.
ma'am.
Now, let me get back down. Let me get back
Yes,
down because I
ma'am.
know my mic's messed up and my background's kind of wild.
You
But
have a
yeah,
nice night, Fly Butterfly. Thank you for
Have a
coming
nice
up.
night. Have a nice night. Guys, we got 5 more minutes. Go ahead, Nicole.
Well, Miss Lady D, I just want to say that was the escape party she was referring to, and according to Miss Marcella said that that was all known prior, and they made a big deal in trying to put him out and claimed they were going to call the police on Martell. He was screaming and hollering because it's alleged that his daughter emailed him and asked him to come to her party. So that was I didn't
Mm.
watch. I like I said I
Yeah, I
haven't
remember
watched
that. I
the
remember that.
season 4. Yeah, that's what she was referring to. But Lady D, I
Mhm.
love you. I want to thank you for imparting your knowledge. I'm telling you that biblical show you did ran chills up my back. I'm serious. And I
Thank you
haven't
very
taken
much.
my Bible out in a while, and that made me want to take my Bible out, and it convicted me on doing better and not
That's
being
it.
so saying even hurtful things to people about how that can come back on you. You see what I'm saying?
Yes,
So that basically show you reap what you sow. I
absolutely.
mean, and you pulled that out, lady. I want to thank you for imparting your wisdom and knowledge, ma'am. I be trying to hug you because I learn something from you every time you come up. Miss Logical, same here. I appreciate you having me on your panel, ma'am, and it's always a pleasure.
And always a pleasure to have you on.
Thank you so much.
Oh, then
So I'm gonna
thank
go
you
ahead
very much.
and drop down
Okay.
for you, Lady D, and I hope
All
I
right.
see you soon here. All
And
right.
you welcome anytime, anytime.
Thank you, ma'am. Good night.
All right. So, guys, look, I'm going to close it down. This was another good show. Thank you. Thank you for coming in and supporting me. Like I say, this is real talk. We try to stand on our truth. In here, like I say, it's grown folks just sitting here. Like I said, only talking about stuff that's already out. This is not to mock or make fun or anyone, but to stand on our truth. My truth may not be your truth, but it is what it is. So, guys, I'm going to go ahead and close it down. Thank you, Logical Speak. Thank you very, very much. uh, Also, thank you, Nicole, misbehaving. Make sure you go ahead and check out my girl, Butterfly. Guys, make sure you go ahead and check her out, okay? And also, thank you for the donations, guys. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you very, very much, Sydney. Also, Darlene, thank you guys very, very much. Also, Jocelyn. Jocelyn is very, very quiet, but I like her spirit. Her spirit is real, real good. So, guys, I mean, so many people came in. Look at God. God is so good. Starbucks lover. Thank you, all my mods. I mean, I got the best mods on this side, man. I mean, really, really good mods. I mean, like I said there and say, you going to know them by the fruit that they bear. And one thing about it, even if I got two or three, I know that they got my back, and I know that God is in the midst of it. Thank you, Pepper. Thank you very, very much. Thank you for coming in. I mean, guys, so many people had came in. So, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and close it down. And like I said, at the end of the day, all this right here is for entertainment purpose only. And not only that, guys, like I said, if you air it out, you are free game. And in here, like I said, it is grown folks. We're not here to tickle no one ears. And my girl, country girl, Queenie, Queena, I always say Queenie, but Queena, she's going to close it out. She says, everyone enjoy the rest of your evening. Be safe. Bless you all. Bless you all. And you all have a good night.